an original audio drama by Blue Mongoose Media. Doorways, Book 1, Chapter 7, Oxheart.
Mr. Silver?
Yes, sir?
I have a guest arriving soon. Ensure that we are not disturbed. It's a private meeting.
Of course, Headmaster. I will leave you with your guest.
Thank you, Gabriel. After my appointment, we'll discuss the coming year and my proposals for the committee.
I will prepare the documentation as needed.
Do you have that security report I requested from the network engineers?
Yes, sir. Right here.
The interference is increasing. Those buffers they installed, they aren't effective. Ah, right on schedule. Thank you, Gabriel.
So,
you have no right to...
Mr. Magister, it's been too long.
Headmaster Diamond.
Welcome home, William. Come, walk with me. We have much to discuss.
My head. Ugh, why do I taste metal?
Goes away after a while.
Oh! Okay, great. Sorry, I thought I was alone.
Didn't mean to startle you, sorry.
Have we met?
good evening.
I beg to differ.
Are you in any pain, Miss Stone?
No, I'm not. What's going on?
Take him.
Take your hands off me!
Ben, please tell me what's going on. I don't mind telling you I'm terrified right now.
He wants to see you. Come with me, and don't try to run away. I don't want to have to hurt you.
All right, let's go have an audience with your mysterious friend. Just keep that gun in your pocket, okay? I won't run. I'm too tired to, anyway.
I don't believe you've been back here since convocation.
No, sir, I don't believe I have.
Stop looking over your shoulder, son. What has you so restless?
I'm sorry, sir. I have a rather pressing appointment to keep. This return was unexpected.
I see. Appointments can wait. Travelers such as ourselves have time to spare in a very literal sense. Still, the march of progress continues here. The year 924 students are partway through their 4th term, 917 through their 11th. To think, in a few short years, they will be taking on assignments.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, Headmaster, but I would like to know the reason I've been summoned.
Perfectly understandable. First, I want to extend our apologies for calling upon you as we did. The prism retrieval system isn't our preferred way, but was deemed necessary by the committee.
Necessary in what way?
You're overdue for a report. Several reports. When we stopped hearing from you, they became concerned. I convinced them to leave the matter alone for a time, but they became impatient.
I see. Then it doesn't have anything to do with the rumors of interference.
So, you've experienced that as well.
Well, not personally. I believe my prism stopped working. I've heard from others in the field, though, about the Oxheart.
A nuisance, nothing more. We'll send you back with a replacement unit.
Thank you, sir.
I suppose that explains the message you routed through Mr. Winters. To ease your mind, Mr. Castle's situation is being closely examined. We are grateful for your intervention on his behalf.
I did what I believed was necessary.
Indeed. You haven't forgotten our protocols. You did exactly the right thing.
Are we almost there? My feet are killing me.
Stop talking.
It's how I cope. You wouldn't believe the weekend I've been having. Okay, I'll shut up. Keep the gun away. Just one question. Why does he want to see me? I'm not really important. At least I don't think I am.
He didn't say. But you're about to find out.
Huh. All alone in a big, dark office. Fear tactics, obviously. Nice trimmings, very Sherlock Holmes. Hi.
Good evening.
Oh, is it? I hadn't noticed.
We do tend to keep our curtains drawn. Better?
What's wrong with the moon? Or moons? There's so many all in a row.
Fascinating, isn't it? I've called it perpetual twilight, a byproduct of our defenses. We're seeing the path of the moon through the evening sky in sequence, like a series of photographs suspended in eternal dusk.
It's pretty, but I still don't understand.
The distortion comes from looking through my shield, the armor we use to protect ourselves from the outside world.
Great. No chance of a draft. You should go into business.
Such humor! Little Daphne, do you ever tire of your witticisms?
No. I don't think I could live with myself if I didn't think I was funny. And it's Amber. Amber Stone.
A person can have many names.
What is that supposed to mean?
All in good time, my dear.
Okay, you can drop the theatrics. I don't know why you wanted to see me. I don't even know who you are. You or your friend. Why doesn't he step into the light so I can see him?
Friend. Oh, you mean my shadow?
No, your shadow's over there.
Old halls carry strange ghosts, Miss Stone. I tend to give them names. Morpheus, Amphitrite, Phobos. Doris here is my favorite.
I see. Ugh, I can still taste metal. Did your goons feed me pennies or something?
Light technology. Efficient, practical, but leaves a bad taste in your mouth. I'm told it becomes less noticeable over time. Speaking of, was our Benjamin a good chauffeur?
He was a perfect gentleman. As much as any kidnapper can be.
Did he hurt you?
No, the warping was the worst of it. Why the sudden interest?
Please, be seated.
I prefer to stand. Actually, sitting would be nice. Is this real leather?
So many questions.
It's my thing. I have plenty more, like, where am I? And don't say something smart like, ooh, we're in my office. I mean more broadly speaking, where are we?
Oxford University.
And when?
I'm not sure. As I said, we are shielded.
From what? The year? Oh, wait. Shielded from time.
I believe we started in the year 1909. Though, at this stage, who can be sure how long we've been here? Last question.
Who are you?
Why, I am none other than the leader of our erudite community.
The Oxheart.
Call me Apollo.
Apollo. Alright. Why did you bring me here?
That's enough questions now.
No. In the past few hours, I've been made accomplice to a theft, dropped over the side of a cliff, and kidnapped from inside my own home. Why are you doing all this? All of this? The Oxheart, the shield, me? What's it all for?
I do what I have to do, for myself and for the sake of all who follow me. It's about survival, Miss Stone.
Survival against what?
Against Alexandria. The Academy.
What did they do?
Oh, well, for starters, they tried to have me killed.
Now to business. About your work, William. What news do we have from the front?
A very little change. The barrier is a challenging assignment.
That's why we gave it to you. Always up for a challenge. However, I must say I'm disappointed to hear this. 10 years is a long time for few results.
It took more than a few centuries of Academy students to discover the nature of the barrier. You can't expect immediate results.
Even after a decade?
The answers may outlive me. You yourself advised me to consider that at convocation.
Yes, I did, didn't I? These aren't my questions, William. The committee is concerned. Los Angeles is a crowded place. The longer you stay there, the more risk of exposure.
I know. That's why I've been taking frequent trips to other places.
Other places?
Yes. I've picked up some anomalous readings as of late.
Is the activity in relation to the barrier?
I'm not sure yet. There were a few near enough. Bermuda in the 1920s, Brussels in the 1980s, but some further away. Colonial America in the mid-1800s, for example. I'm not sure what's causing them, but I'm starting to think the barrier has nothing to do with it.
Have these events amounted to anything significant?
No, but I've spent some time doing basic damage control.
I know you're a very capable man, but really, you should have come to us. Perhaps we can work together for the future, in case any more of these events occur.
You shouldn't concern yourself with these readings. I've been able to track and neutralize them myself. I know the Academy is very busy, and I don't want to...
Nonsense, William. We work together with our agents in the field. Never too busy to lend a helping hand.
Right.
Why do they want you dead?
The same reason the gods punish anyone. Jealousy, pride, greed. When you offend those on high, they strike you down. Or at least try to. Take the Tower of Babel. Humans trespassing against God. So he scatters the language. Atlantis was destroyed for snubbing the local pantheon. Sisyphus, Tantalus, the Sunstone myth. The list goes on.
What does any of this have to do with me?
Please, let's step into my laboratory.
Why should I?
I did say please.
What was that?
Negotiations. Follow me. Welcome to my workshop.
Nice place. I like all the tools. Reminds me of the metal shop class in high school. And not that I ever took it, that would have been a disaster.
Always something to say.
Can't help myself. Oh, do you dabble in archaeology?
Occasionally.
The stone disc thing with the round etchings, the glyph. What is that?
I don't know yet. I hope to understand it one day. There's something in the concentric rings that draws my curiosity.
You have a lot of mirrors in here. Less Apollo, more Narcissus.
Oh?
I wouldn't call you a narcissist, no, but somebody else might.
They are more than just mirrors. Look closely.
They're arranged. A pattern, a ring, along with the electric lights. And this thing in the middle, the big rock.
The lodestone.
What is it for?
This, my dear, was the prototype.
As in, prototype time machine.
The first iteration.
And it worked?
Yes, it did. Light refracted and manipulated to open portals, rending time itself.
You developed the design on your own?
I was inspired by humankind's past. Ancient civilizations and lost societies were more advanced than our modern world gives them credit for. What they left behind offers evidence to that. Electromagnetism was the hidden ingredient to make the structure function. We've since downsized to smaller, portable devices, but the principle is the same. It was this invention that attracted the Academy recruiters. From what I know now, it's odd they came for me.
How so?
They go for children mainly, as young as 7. Easier to indoctrinate. I was nearly 20 at the time. They wanted me for my work.
Why didn't you go?
For 2 reasons. I know the type. A partnership that claims the work and leaves you in the dust. And second, I knew they were afraid of me.
Afraid?
Competition. It breeds jealousy, wounds pride. They wanted to procure me, to prevent my independence, and to take my discoveries for themselves. I didn't trust them, and they weren't too pleased about that.
So they tried to kill you?
Not at first. I had 2 more visits from recruiters. New ones each time. Each more aggressive, charismatic, conniving. Empty promises. Conservatorship of Academy property. To name the technology after me. Even to accelerate my education so that I could teach new students. The headmaster himself came to visit eventually. But I refused them. And I knew, in doing so, that I was fostering powerful enemies.
Do you ever wonder if that was a smart thing to do? If they're as powerful as they seem?
It has crossed my mind on occasion. Powerful as they are, the Academy is also a place of deep arrogance. They believe themselves to be infallible. They underestimated my foresight. And, I like to think, it insulted their pride to discover I had shielded my colleagues and I here in Oxford from their meddling. It was fortunate that we successfully implemented that protection. Do you know what they did to try and get rid of me? Do you think they sent assassins or contracted mercenaries? Perhaps delivered weapons at my doorstep to stop me?
From what you've told me, I don't think they'd be so direct.
How very astute of you. You're right. The hallowed halls of Alexandria would never be so common. They can control time itself, like gods, or so they think. They use it against me. Do you know how?
No.
They had my parents killed. Before they ever met. Before they had the chance to create me. They erased my very existence from time.
Then you shouldn't be here. If they've never met, you were never born. But the shield... it saved you.
outside the protective sphere of the Oxheart laboratories, I would fade away, like mist in sunlight. The Academy led themselves to believe they had rid themselves of me, but I was made stronger. A man who doesn't exist has nothing to lose.
But that doesn't make sense. The Academy has strict rules about changing history. Like a pink neon sign that says don't do it.
Is that what you've been led to believe?
It's what I've been told. I've also been told that your little secret club here is actually responsible for changing history.
One of my men interfered, of his own accord. He has since been dismissed and exiled from our society. Don't mistake this world as black and white, Amber. I admit to our shortcomings, our mistakes. Alexandria is not so noble and spotless as you might believe. We have rebelled against their tyranny at every front. They just happen to be better diplomats, better propagandists.
So you say. It could be the other way around for all I know. Maybe you barricade yourselves in this place to carry out your villainous plans. I mean, you're hiding here behind the shield doing what exactly?
What else? Learning and listening. This is our newest creation.
Is it a web?
A crystalline net.
And there's a little black crystal in the center.
It used to be white, like the rest of the lattice, before Prometheus burnt it out.
Prometheus? Is that what you named this thing?
It's appropriate. Some time ago, we learned Alexandria communicates with their agents using a crystal network. Prometheus was developed to intercept the messages between their prism units. We've been able to partially reproduce the specific crystalline structure in our laboratories, but they're imperfect and eventually burn out.
Did you ever get this working?
We have yet to capture any messages, but we found that, with the limited capability of our crystals, we can send messages into the network to disrupt communications. If we can apply the right transmitter here, one that won't burn out, my Oxheart can begin eavesdropping.
This is what the Oxheart have been building. Big Brother Prometheus. But what's the point of this? If you can't read any of their messages...
Not yet, but soon. We're blind out there, Amber. This will level the playing field. And remind the gods of Alexandria that they're just as mortal as the rest of us. It's the only way to protect our future from the enemy.
And why should I believe any of this? You could be lying to me, to turn me against your so-called enemy.
I could. But to what end?
I don't know. I don't know what I think.
You're an intelligent woman, Miss Stone. You cannot be fooled. Not for long. I admire that about you.
Does that mean you're taking me back home?
No, not quite. In truth, I don't need you to believe my story. You will, one day. I only wish to forewarn you about how dangerous the Academy can be, and to offer personal insurance.
I don't think I need insurance.
I think you do. You may not require it today, or tomorrow, but when the time calls for it, you have my assistance.
Do you remember this place?
The observatory. We came here a few times in my early years. It's been a while since then.
It's one of my preferred places for meditation. Since our forebears made themselves separate from time, protecting our sprawling campuses from the ravages of war, poverty, and invasion, we have prospered. I fear sometimes we look too inwardly upon ourselves. We stopped searching amongst the mist that enclose our great institution, satisfied with what we have created.
Exploration into the wilds beyond the school was forbidden. It's dangerous.
Oh, for good reason. Our pocket of reality is finite in some ways, but infinitely mysterious in others. I believe we turned our backs too soon. The observatory allows us to look back into the skies of our haven and view stars that take no shape in the outside world. Observation, exploration, pillars of the Academy that may, in part, be lost to us.
We are still exploring. I do it myself when I can. My work has led me to times and places I never thought I'd visit after convocation. History can be an inexhaustible thing, if you're satisfied to look closely and observe slowly.
But is that enough? After everything that we have worked for, nearly a 1,000 years of discovery, don't we deserve more? We are not mere men, not like those people who live within the restraints of time. Why should we hide ourselves here?
Sir?
You've been very good to us, William. We still need you, still need the work you've been doing. But there are requirements, expectations.
I know.
What's going on? His leg. He's been shot. What did you do to him?
Sir, we got what we needed.
Good.
Is this part of your negotiations?
Here, to bandage the wound. Take them both. We're finished. For now.
Take him away, boys.
No. No, wait, let us go. He needs help. He needs medical help. Apollo, please.
Brooks, Shepard, begin priming Prometheus.
Yes, sir.
Here, Mr. Brooks. The prism we've been waiting for. I want this installed within the lattice immediately.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hammer, the day we've been patiently waiting for has arrived. Buzz in the air. Can you feel it?
Yes, sir. I thought it was the machine.
Yes, you would think that.
It's installed, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Shepard.
It's complete. What are you going to do first?
We could intercept messages. Get some notion of what's going on out there. Or we could send a message of our own. Mr. Brooks, prepare the pulse.
Yes, sir.
Ab uno mortale alium.
What the devil?
What's wrong? The head of a bull.
The Oxheart, disrupting us again.
Headmaster.
Master Diamond.
Journey, Fortune, what's going on out there? Report!
The network's down, sir. All over.
That much was obvious. What is being done about it?
We don't know, sir. The backup network went down a few minutes after the main channels. Last we heard, the engineers were installing more
The
buffers.
buffers aren't working. Tell them to get creative and do something that works.
Yes, Headmaster.
Right away, sir.
I'm sorry, William. Today must be the day for the unexpected.
Headmaster? The message changed. Look, underneath the bull's head.
From one mortal to another?
Let me out! You can't leave him like this. You can't keep us here.
Wasting your time. They don't need us anymore.
I know. How bad is it?
Well, not bad. Just my leg. Hopefully I'll never need to walk again.
Here, I have the bandages. Let me help. I never caught your name, by the way.
Jeremiah. Jeremiah Wizard.
Amber Stone. But I guess you already knew that.
I'm sorry?
I haven't seen you since you were walking down my street. Since Bermuda? I assume you have an engine of your own.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't believe we've ever met.
Of course we have. You gave me these.
My lock-picking tools, where'd you get them?
You gave them to me, remember? You were standing outside my house in King's Forest going off about it being too early and... Oh. I've met you, but you haven't met me. Yet. We're, backwards, I guess? Is that normal for time travel?
Events sometimes end up back to front. It can happen.
It's just weird. Sorry. There. It's done.
Thank you.
Just hope it doesn't get infected. I don't know what else to do. I'm sorry. I wish I could do more.
You've done what you can. Thank you.
Why did they do it?
Negotiations.
They shot you.
That was the end of negotiations.
Why? Why did they bring you here?
They didn't. I came here of my own free will. I was trying to negotiate an alliance.
I assume they didn't take you up on your offer.
No, they wanted my prism. Wouldn't tell me why.
I think I know. They're going to put it in Prometheus, their crystal net listening machine.
Maybe it's a blessing, then. It finally exposes them.
Expose who? The Academy?
Yes.
What do you have against them?
I was a student there, but I discovered something sinister, something secret. No one really wanted to believe me, least of all Will, but...
Will? Will Magister? You know him?
I used to. We were friends. Why?
He's the reason I'm here. I mean, not directly here, but I've been traveling with him in his engine. He thinks I'm dead right now. Oh, God. I need to get back home to let him know I'm okay. And we need to get you some help.
I might have an idea. My lock-picking set.
What about it?
You're going to use it on the lock.
Me? Oh, no, not me. I don't know how to do that.
It's okay. I can't do it myself, not like this, but I can teach you, alright?
Fine. Yes, I'll do it. But this better work or we're both in huge trouble. What do I do?
Take the small one and the one slightly bent. Yes, those two. Insert them into the lock.
I assume it's not as easy as it looks on TV.
You need to push and pull the tumblers within the keyhole. You'll have to feel your way there. It may take some time.
What am I feeling for?
For each of the tumblers to align with the gap below it, between the part that turns and the rest of the lock that stays still. I don't know how many tumblers there are. You'll have to guess. You'll have to undo them one by one.
Okay.
Quiet.
Sorry. Just shadows outside. And the ghosts around here don't seem that interested.
Yeah, I keep seeing them. Shadows, but no one to cast them.
Yeah. Phantoms. I bet this place attracts them. Apollo said the Academy tried to have him killed. Got rid of his parents to keep him from being born.
Do you believe it?
Do you?
I wouldn't put it past them.
I can't imagine Will being a part of something like that.
Loyalty is a funny thing.
Like Mason.
For what it's worth, I don't think Will knows anything about this. Blissful ignorance.
What if I tell him?
Without proof.
We're friends. He should believe me.
Take it from my experience. Will believes what he wants to believe.
No. No, I won't settle for that. Ugh, it's not working!
Did you get any of them?
I don't know. Maybe.
Try again. Concentrate.
You and Will knew each other from school?
He was my best friend, actually. In some ways, he was like a brother to me. I suppose he's never mentioned me.
No. Not really.
He wouldn't. We had a falling out before I left.
Oh. I'm sorry.
He's a good man. Wish I'd been better prepared for leaving. It's better to have someone to rely on. Outside yourself. Like you, perhaps.
I did it! Ah, right, sorry. Quiet. But I did it! I can't believe I did it!
Quick, help me up. Up, ow, ow. Ah. We have to make it to one of the laboratories. Ah.
This place is a maze. Do you know where one is?
I think so.
Good enough for me.
All right, Mr. Magister. You'll find your engine through that door where you left it. Can we expect a full report of your activities in the near future?
Yes, sir. I will send over a detailed assessment as soon as I'm able to.
Excellent. The committee will be pleased to hear that.
Are you sure it's all right for me to go? With the network down, I don't want to leave you.
Don't trouble yourself with that, but if you should encounter that Oxheart rabble on your own...
I will notify Alexandria immediately.
We're lucky to have you, William. There's no other man in my mind that can do what you do. Hopefully, we never have to name a successor. I don't envy a man stepping into your shoes.
Hopefully, it won't come to that.
Are we close?
Yes, the door ahead on the left, slightly ajar.
Good. Because we're getting really heavy. No offense.
Look through before we go in.
Coast is clear. I think. Another workshop. This place is a mess.
Set me down on the bench. Ah!
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Look for a disc. We need it to get outside the shield, back to my engine.
Got it. Disc.
There should be an insignia on the faceplate, the head of an ox.
I don't see one.
Perhaps I can be of assistance?
How did you know we were in here?
Is this what you're looking for?
Round thingy with the picture of a bull's head on it. Yeah, that's what we were looking for. What happens now? Is good old Benjamin gonna lock us up again? Jeremiah needs proper medical attention.
Take it.
You're letting us go? Why?
This isn't goodbye. We'll meet again when you need my help.
Is this a trick, Apollo?
Take it and find out. You have little choice in your present condition.
I don't trust you.
I don't expect you to. Rotate the top face of the disc clockwise, and you'll be deposited outside the shield.
Don't do it. That thing could send us anywhere.
Faith, Miss Stone. Have a little faith in me. And have a little courage, too. Courage like a lion. Or perhaps a lioness.
Amber, don't.
Sorry. Close your eyes. Oh, the taste is back. Oh, gross, the taste is back.
There. My doorway, my engine. We have to get over there.
Okay, here. Put your arm over my, yes. Good, now, lift. So sorry. Come on, this way. This is your engine. Dude, it looks like a bomb went off in here.
And several fires, too.
Oh, wow, that's rough. Have you considered a cleaning service? Or...
Close the door!
Okay, I'm closing it. Now what? Jeremiah?
Oh, it hurts. My leg.
What do I do? What do I do? What do you want me to do?
That sound in your coat.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on. This is...
Victoria!
Yes. Yes! A prism! She gave it to me. You know her?
Ah!
No, get off the floor and tell me what to do.
I've been shot in the leg. Give me a minute.
Right, sorry. I don't know what it wants from me.
Top row of dials. Spatial coordinates. Longitude, latitude.
What?
Second row. This for temporal coordinates. Era, century, year, month, day.
Oh, what dials?
The plinth. The grey box with the controls on top.
The one covered in soot?
Yes!
All right, calm down, I'm going. Topper space, second row time. Anything else?
Green switch, new wormhole. Blue switches, locks it.
Okay.
Slider on the bottom. Alternates between different ends of the room. The two doors.
Okay, what am I putting in?
I don't remember. I can't.
Jeremiah, I don't know how to operate this thing. Ugh. Sorry. What am I supposed to do? Victoria, what was I supposed to do with this thing? There's a piece on the bottom here. Jeremiah! This plate in the middle with the slot. Can you put prisms here? I'm taking that as a yes. Eureka, we're on our way. I think we've made it to wherever we were supposed to go. Victoria!
Punctual as ever.
You set that prism thing to link us to your engine.
Brilliant, I know. Now tell me what happened.
He's been shot in the leg. I tried to bandage it as best I could, but...
Victoria?
Hello, Jeremiah. Where on earth have you been?
I went to the Oxheart.
Whatever possessed you to do that?
They shot me.
Amber, come. Grab his other arm.
Yeah, okay. I got him.
Thank you. We're taking him into my engine. There. On the divan. Gently.
Right.
It's all right, dear. Try not to move too much.
What do we do? What do we do? Is there a first aid kit around here?
I will be taking care of him from here. You will be going through the opposite door to meet Will. I've linked up to his engine as well.
But...
Go. There's nothing more you can do for Jeremiah. He'll be fine. I'm perfectly capable of helping him.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Amber?
Yes.
Yeah. Be careful.
I know. I'll tell Will, okay? We'll be careful. I'll make him be careful.
Be careful what you tell him. He may not want to believe you.
You need to rest.
Don't worry about us. Here. These are his tools.
Take them.
But they're his.
He gave them to you. Go, now.
Okay. I'm going. Get well soon.
That will be all, William. We expect to hear from you.
Yes, of course, Headmaster.
You're dismissed. Place this prism in your control bank, and you'll be returned to the point that you came from.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, and William, don't be a stranger. You're always welcome here.
I know. Finally. I'm coming, Amber. I'll catch you. Don't worry, I'll find a way.
Too late.
Amber,
Hi.
you're all right. You're alive. You're all right. But how? Mason,
An old friend of yours caught me on the way down. Victoria sends her regards.
Victoria Swan. How is she? Is she still here?
No, she's gone. She dropped me off.
Ah. Perhaps next time. I'm glad you're safe.
So am I. What happened while I was away?
I was called home for a bit. The academy. I was just about to come back and catch you.
Oh. Anything interesting happen? I mean, did Mason report you?
No, not really. I may or may not have smashed his prism on the way out. What about you?
Well, I mean, Victoria's definitely interesting. She's more like an experience than a person.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Yeah, we just talked a bit.
Good.
I stepped out just before you came back in. It's still night in King's Forest.
Ah, we can try and get some rest then.
Mm-hmm. Do you mind walking me home? I don't want to go by myself.
Of course.
Thanks. And, can you do me a favor when we get there?
What kind of favor?
One where you pick out a movie and I make us popcorn? I think we both deserve it.
I don't know. Maybe. Well, why not? It might be nice to settle in for a picture. We could see if Dahlia's up to it as well.
I was thinking the same thing.
On one condition. I bring this with us, and you keep it safe.
Your prism. Why?
For protection.
Fair enough. It's a deal. You can have your pick. Disney, anything with Keanu Reeves, or anything with Reese Witherspoon.
Is that all?
For now. I'm still building my collection, but those are good options.
I'll take your word for it.
Mr. Silver, you can come out from behind the curtain now.
Headmaster?
I hope your listening ears were finely tuned.
Of course, sir. He was hiding something from you.
I know. A man may be entitled to his secrets, to a point. He might still tell us what he's up to. That loyalty is still within him.
I hope so, sir.
Yes. The crystal network is still down. Take a message, Gabriel.
Yes, sir.
Tell our men to hold off on the next test until we can repair the communication network and secure it. We want no further attention drawn to the Ouroboros. Our experiments appear to be leaving traces, anomalies. We're being noticed.
I'll send a memo to the project manager.
Thank you, Mr. Silver. Have them run additional simulations instead. The results must remain under wraps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Is that all?
From one mortal to another. Ephemeral nonsense. Tell them we're ready to prepare the next phase. Escalate to Osiris. That should keep any byproducts from being detected. A man is entitled to his secrets, after all. And a powerful man even more so. Who knows? Perhaps William himself will join us one day, if he can be properly persuaded.
Doorways, an original audio series, is produced by Blue Mongoose Media, written by J.S. Puffenberger, and featuring the voice talents of Haley Geiger, Nate Hutchings, Sawyer Jenkins, Connor McCabe, Kayla Schlickendorfer, Jesse Puffenberger, Luke Rabel, and Kevin Shreve. Post-production by Jesse Puffenberger and Connor McCabe. Join us in the future for Book 2, Just Beyond the Next Door. Thanks for listening.